Well, thank you for sticking with us. We are back. It was that was a crazy thunder cell that just came through, but it's gone, and we are going to get things rolling here. So 1 minute and 47 seconds. The clock will start rolling here relatively soon. The teams are spilled out. They're ready to go dive in some puddles, get a little dirty, and the fields here, obviously because we're in Chicago, are used to weather. So, but it's been the past. Yesterday was okay, and then up till now was good, but yeah, it's been quite a crazy week with the weather here. So, but we're ready to go, and things should get rolling here pretty soon. CEP playing Baltimore Revo, score 1-1, and there's 11 minutes and 6 seconds to go on the clock. So that's where we stand right now. It's kind of cool though to see. Actually, the score is. Wasn't it 2-2, Chris, when we went?
You know what? I was just running for my life.
When that thunder strike hit, that light, I mean, that was close because that was like light and then immediate thunder, which means, yo, get out of the metal death box.
Maddie's like, where do we go? We were running around like mice. But we found a good hiding place.
Yeah, like rats when the light turned on, man.
So, we actually this game, with the water on the field, it's going to slow it down just a little bit. It kind of wet the field up a little bit more. We're going to take a little bit of time. You see the bunkers here? Just a little bit deflated. We're going to spend some time filling all those bunkers up and,
Yeah, so Chris, let's check out while we got a couple minutes here. I think about 5 minutes before I think that things are actually going to get rolling. So let's look at some highlights from the day as we get ready to roll. Yeah, so Chris, I think that Houston Heat. Houston Heat and 187 game. This was the first game of the day. Houston Heat ended up taking that one 7-3 to go. I believe they go 3-1 today. That was actually, they were 1-1 sitting there when that game happened. So that was awesome. But it's good to see Heat back in the mix. They had to do their time down in the Challengers League to get things going, and they're back in it. So. And playing great, and they are advancing to the semifinals. It was Heat and Damage actually making it out of this morning bracket to make it to the semifinals. We're going to find out, though, this afternoon who's going to make it out of the afternoon bracket, as Vicious, Legion, Shock, Ironman, and Impact all yet to play any games.
Yeah,
today.
Right now, Shock is 1-1. They're -4. Vicious, unfortunately, is 0-2. Our boy Tyler's -5. Impact is 1-1. They're +2. Moscow Red Legion is 1-1 +4, and the Ironman is 2-0 +3. So, I mean, it's kind of it's neck and neck around everywhere. We'll see what happens.
Chris, you know what game I cannot wait to watch because of the Snake player matchup is I can't wait to watch Ironman play Aftershock.
Yep.
I can't wait to watch Alex Goldman from the Los Angeles Ironman match up against Carl Markowski from Chicago Aftershock. Well, let's check in here. We're still a couple minutes away from going. Just about 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go before we get this game underway. So let's check in with Lauren Kelly. She's down in the muddy pits with the Baltimore Revo coach.
Thanks, Maddie. Yeah, it's pretty much a pool down here of mud and water, so it should be interesting to watch them on the field. I'm here with the coach of Revo, Chris Lloyd. Now, this is your first tournament bumping up to the Challengers bracket. Were you guys a little intimidated or nervous coming up for the Chicago Open?
A little bit, but I mean, we learned to adjust fast, and our first match was close, and our second match was definitely on point, and we ran through them.
Yeah, I know that you guys pretty much stomped all over Thunder. Break down that match for us. Were you just feeling it more on the field? Is this stronger for your strengths as a team?
The first match, we actually didn't have a coach. I was playing, and then I stepped down and just started coaching. So once I started coaching, I just started looking at what they were doing, and I adjusted when we needed to adjust. And we were just shooting them off the break, and they couldn't do anything about it.
Well, this game right now with CEP is tied. Have you guys been scouting them and kind of making a game plan as to how you're going to attack them?
Yes, I definitely watched them, both their games yesterday, and I'm pretty much putting my players out there against theirs every time. So every time that they put out certain players, I'm making sure I put out the certain 5 that I need to win the match.
Obviously, we haven't seen either of you guys play just yet. So what has CEP been doing that you're going to be defending against?
Well, depending on who they send out there, they're sending one of the cans, a Dorito can, a lot off the break, 2 of them. So we're trying to burn for that guy and the D corner, and we're just trying to push down D side.
Are you guys worried at all that this weather delay has kind of decreased your momentum that you had going?
No, we're always ready. We're always war ready.
All right, they are ready to battle it out with CEP. We'll see who takes the lead. Revo versus CEP coming up.
Yeah, so it is a tie game, Todd. Shaking your head at me?
Yeah, dude. I just went down to VIP to see if I could get some food. And that cute girl working down there ate it all. She didn't save me nothing.
That's a bummer.
I was like, maybe like a sandwich or something. So it was like a juicy pulled pork sandwich for this rain delay would be fabulous.
With some coleslaw on it?
With some coleslaw, like
you don't even like coleslaw.
I don't like coleslaw. I'd put it on it, though.
Oh, but you're a huge mayonnaise fan, right?
Yeah, I love mayonnaise. No, I hate mayonnaise. But I'd eat it if it had it down there, but she ate it all of it.
But you love cinnamon.
Both full things.
Well,
full
probably
of it.
what happened is when the thunderstorm came through, all the people went into the tent, and they were all hungry because it's lunchtime, so they ate all your pulled pork sandwiches.
Well, they knew that I was coming down there to get something, but there's this dude down there that looked like me, so they probably thought that was me, gave him my pulled pork sandwich. He ate the rest of the pulled pork sandwich.
Thick dude, red beard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Devastatingly good looking?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a little thicker, blue eyes.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm a slim, like 190, like chiseled, jacked. And he may be like 197, but
makes sense.
There was like, here, Todd, and then those two just ate it all. And then the DC Devastation kids down there just causing a ruckus. Alex Rudolph, little Callie Rudolph brother. Mm-hmm. Brandon Rabakoff, Justin Rabakoff brother.
How are they doing?
Troublemakers. They're probably eating all the pulled pork too.
I'll tell you what. It sucks that you didn't get a pulled pork sandwich because I did.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
With coleslaw on it?
Yeah, with coleslaw.
Is it with mayonnaise?
It's probably some sort of mayonnaise concoction up in the coleslaw. I couldn't really tell.
You ate it all?
I was so hungry, man.
Ate all of it.
Scared for my life. I thought it might actually be my last meal.
You just killed it.
Yeah,
it was delicious.
Just inhaled it. Just inhaled the whole thing. Barely even tasted it, but
damn.
Yes. So. Well, they keep putting 2 minutes back on this clock, so we will get going here shortly. But again, we're up in these towers, and if you live in the desert, maybe you don't know, but lightning is kind of a scary thing. It's a no joke deal. So the stats guys were just diving off that thing, trying to get out of there. Had to leave some computers up there in the haste to leave, and
yeah.
Dude, how crazy was there? Was that one lightning strike that was really, really close?
It was way too close for me.
It was. Remember that lightning strike that hit Chris Lasoya and he died, and now we have to have this Chris Lasoya hologram up here every event?
Well, I've always thought Chris was a vampire personally, so it makes sense that he'd lived through a lightning strike.
I'm striking lightning.
That's why I keep silver bullets around just in case Chris gets hungry.
Come on. That's why you locked me up. Now I get it.
I keep a silver chain on you at all times to take away your power.
That's why it burns. God. I'm sure there's more reason than that.
Yeah, so we got, I think, 45 seconds now to go.
And the sun's coming out.
They keep teasing us.
The sun is actually coming out right now, which is just...
They're teasing us. They're teasing everyone at home.
It's crazy.
I think this is the non-tease. We're actually going now. Okay, so 35 seconds before everyone starts diving into puddles.
Snake Lake.
Shooting paintballs at each other.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Snake Lake.
Snake Lake over here.
It's not. That's kind of bad. Maybe right around where the 50 is, but Snake 1, Snake 2 look pretty good.
I think diving around that first Aztec and the back of the snake, you can see it on the right-hand side of your screen right there. Diving from there into Snake 1 is going to be kind of gnarly because there's big puddles on both sides of the field. But you're going to slide. If you get through the first river, you're actually going to slide a lot further than you were earlier.
I'll tell you where
you just got to catch a stream.
I'd be hate to play in D1 on the left side of your screen right now, as that guy's going to be diving into a puddle. So here we go on the breakout. 2-2 is the score, and it looks like 10 minutes and 57 seconds to go. Both teams losing a body. And Chattanooga CEP pushing up on the D side, and it looks like I think the Revo player tried to stop at D1, but just went right past it.
Yeah, I'd probably bypass that myself.
Well, Revo's got Ingram again in the Snake. I really like how this Ingram guy plays, man. This guy's legit.
Yeah, and if you're going to be a contender, you have to have a guy in your team that can get up the field into that Snake and be dominant. No matter this layout, the next layout, you got it. Building a good team starts with a good Snake guy.
Yeah, and especially on a field like this. A real go-getter that's not afraid to do anything. He wants to go. You can tell by his body language.
He's thinking about it. Just go, Ingram. Don't wait.
Yeah, he's going to go now. Now they shot that letter Dorito out.
Well, he's got a back guy. Somebody's behind him, and there's no one back there for Keen.
Oh, blew his hat right off his head.
Damn.
That was awesome.
That was ruthless.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so it looked like Daniel Keen just got ran down by Keenan Ingram, who's out there just getting it done for Baltimore Revo. Looking like Revo's going to go up by 1 here as that last player on the D side of the field gets run down. So no momentum lost. You know, Lauren Kelly had asked the coach for Baltimore Revo if they were going to lose any momentum. He's like, no, man, we're ready to go at all times. And it definitely looked like even playing from the wet side of the field didn't slow him down at all.
And, you know, putting another point up on the board. They got their fans over here in the stands cheering them on.
They're literally chanting Keegan.
So that's going to be a 3-2 lead.
Keegan,
As long as this player is clean.
already got a following.
But like I said, Revo, man, coming out, stepping up to the plate. You know, unfortunate incident, you know, Texas Storm had to drop out of this Challengers division. And, you know, they need somebody to replace that team, and a perfect team to do it, Baltimore Revo.
Well, you know, I got to stay on my game at all times. You know, future fantasy picks. Check out this replay right here.
Watch
Here
his
he
hat.
comes. Just bam.
Blew his hat right
Take
off.
that off.
That is just great.
Take that off your head.
What you talking
You
about?
know, I gotta scout future fantasy picks over here. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about how my team's doing right now. Especially Oliver Lang, you know, who was stunting and then spent all day in the penalty box today serving other people's penalties. That hurt me. But Dalton Vanderbilt stepped it up. You guys checked on your teams. How do you think your teams are doing?
Greenspan, he's doing pretty good, but the problem is that Dynasty got knocked out, so I'm not going to get any points for him tomorrow. That's a bummer. I went with, you know, a couple Dynasty guys because, you know, they keep making the finals, so, okay, well, you know, that's going to get me extra points. I'll tell you who I'm killing it with. Thomas Taylor, he's putting up some points. Moorhead, I got some Heat guys. I felt they were undervalued. And then also, you know what I'm killing it with is my draft, the personal league we're in. Slaughtering everybody.
Yeah, you made
I'm
that
I'm 5,000 points up. I'm
Made that
5,000
very clear.
I'm 5,000 points up. I'm in everyone, Chris.
You are.
Stop stealing my thunder.
I'm not stealing your thunder. I mean,
Maybe it's really
that
100.
was like
Maybe
that-
it's really 100 points,
that
but
was-
whatever.
that was half of our dinner conversation last night. Yeah, Maddie, we know you're kicking everybody's butt, bro.
So,
Yeah.
hey, I'm trying to win. Give me the gold, baby.
Killing it.
So Revo now up by 1 over CEP, 3-2. 9 minutes, 36 seconds to go. CEP on your screen now. They're on the wet side of the field. And 5 bodies alive for both teams. No penalties. Ingram to the snake.
Ooh.
Ingram is fast.
Yeah, he is really fast. You know,
Yeah.
it's you know, CEP losing 1 player, so they're down 1 body now. That's James Shaw taking the walk on the close side of the field. Look at this. Ingram, he's just going to give it to him. That's Jaime. Is that Jaime Lopez?
No, that is Oswaldo.
Oswaldo. Sorry, Jaime. You know what I meant. Oswaldo. He's
Ingram
gets
catches
shot
one
from
in the
across the
face.
field. That's that drop shot, man. Coming from that far Dorito.
Oh, that's going to help out Oswaldo. You want to help your front players shoot the guys in front of them. But as Revo definitely understands how this field works, is you have to keep constant pressure up in that snake. You cannot let up over there. I hope everyone's taking notes who's playing in the afternoon, because a couple teams definitely did not get the memo starting out this tournament. But I think we're going to see a pretty crazy afternoon bracket in the Champions Division. This game really close and contested here. And, right now Revo was looking good, but now they're just getting bodies chewed up. 3 bodies are walking off. 2 players left alive for them as CEP with 4 strong still, looking like they should score this point and tie it up. We'll see, though.
Osvaldo trying to protect himself straight ahead. But
No one's looking at D-side, Todd.
No, CEP, they have the opportunity to go. Jumps into the 50. Good catch right there. Just 2 bodies left for Revo. Kenny Frank over there on the Dorito side. He's putting pain in on Osvaldo. And then Jonathan Hartman. Hartman here in the snake posted up. And there comes another move by CEP. Coming down the field, going to bunker out Kenny Frank in the back of the head. Get out of here. It should now be a 3-on-1. Just Hartman. How's Hartman going to play this? Here comes Osvaldo. All he's got to do is trade out. And big move down the other side. Come bunker out Kenny Frank. Oh, there's actually 1 more body over here on the snake side coming out to play. So Colin Cherry, Logan Landry, James Butts, and Osvaldo. Put another point on the board for CEP. Going to even it up 3-3.
And this field now with that downpour should slow down a notch or two. But some of these players, man, they're regardless of the puddles, they're charging forward. And Osvaldo getting in the snake, not caring, and then also Ingram for Baltimore Revo.
Well, paintball's filled with tough guys. We're just manly men, macho. We don't let stuff like pools of water deter us
Thunderstorms
from playing paintball.
Heat. It's not hot actually.
Oh
Right?
my
It's not hot. Sorry, I just couldn't. There's the storm in the background passing us. Got hit with the brunt of it though, but it's gone. So
It was
good.
short and sweet.
Yeah,
Straight to the point.
Sweet, yeah, definitely sweet.
Right to the point.
OMG, I got so scared though when that rain come in. It was so
I don't care.
freaking heavy.
I don't care at all about rain. But being from we don't see much lightning in San Diego, so and I see the lightning, I'm like, get me out of here. All right, so
yeah, I wasn't scared.
yeah, I saw the franticness in your eyes. So tie scoring now 3-3, 7:18 left to go. We'll be right back with more of this Revo and CEP matchup. Stick around. Here we are back at a rain-plagued 2014 PSP Chicago Open. It hasn't rained during competition until earlier, but the rain the couple days before has definitely turned the sidelines into a mud bog. But whatever, par for the course. And here we go on the breakout. And 5 players alive for Revo. Off the break, taken out.
Daniel Keene.
Was it Dan Keene?
Dan Keene.
And Logan Landry.
Yeah, but Mike Baker getting shot going to that Dorito 1 as well. So 3-on-2 right now, or I'm sorry, a 4-on-3 right now in favor of Revo. But Osvaldo has gotten back into the snake 3. Revo in the snake as well. Steven O'Mara gunned up down the wire. CEP in the snake corner. Oh, and there goes Osvaldo getting shot from across the field. And lightning still striking in the background. Oh my goodness. Looks like Henry Sense is gonna get a check over there in the snake side can. He's clean. Revo in the back center. Nobody looking Dorito side as CEP bumps up. I think that might be Velarde. Yeah, Velarde on into the 50 Dorito, but he gets clipped. Diving in there. Gets picked up, so I think just one body left alive now. I think that's Robbie Goldsmith in that snake corner looking at 4 Revo players. And here comes O'Mara. O'Mara across the field into CEP's side in the snake. Kenny Frank advancing up the Dorito side of the field. Henry Sense. Oh, and Robbie Goldsmith gets 1 kill. Can he get another? Can he get another? Here comes Sense. Sense on the closeout. And Sense is going to go and trade out with Robbie Goldsmith. So, back and forth matchup here so far. Baltimore Revo going up, CEP tying it up. Revo coming back now, going up 4-3, put another point on the board. And we are almost approaching the 5-minute mark.
Todd, I love and see this out of Revo though, because Revo looks good. They have a snake punch. They got guys shooting dudes off the break. They're definitely not looking bad. So, and they're actually looking pretty good. And CP's been in the league for a while now. So if Revo can come in and compete against CEP and prove that they can hang in the Challengers division with some teams that have been there for a little bit, then it'll just take a little bit of time and they will slowly but surely start to get better. But it's good to see them have some attackers. You need attackers. And Revo, when they were coming up through the divisional ranks, were kind of known for a little bit of more of a slower, methodical style of play. But it worked for them, so totally understand why they would go that route. And VCK is like that a little bit too. But if you really want to start contending and moving up the ranks, then you have to have both. You have to have an aggressive push, totally depending on the layout, obviously, but you can't have that slow methodicalness or kind of a defensive mindset on a layout like this. And we're seeing a lot of aggressive layouts. Last event, obviously not an aggressive layout, but this one is. Dallas was. We're going to continue to see those. So to see Revo cultivate a more of an attack, it's great to see. You can see them getting better as a team. It makes a lot of sense to me why they decided to take the challenge on and move up into the Challengers division.
Well, like you said, there's no experience like tournament experience, and the only way to get better is to play better teams. So, this being their first event in the Challengers division, they're going to see a lot better teams, and that's only going to make them better. Win, lose, or draw, they're going to come out here, they're going to see some solid teams, understand how the pace of the game is once you move up the ranks, and then, they play out in an area where there's a lot of good teams, or a lot of good talent around to make them better. It's going to be probably not long before they decide that they need to start traveling to go, maybe hit up some pro teams, try and get some good practices, and then really see, what the pace of a professional event is like. But, good start for Revo out here, in their first event, trying to make a statement in the Challengers division.
So on the breakout here, Revo on your right and CEP on your left.
And one coming down for each team, both on the Dorito side of the field. But CEP getting in the snake first. You see number 77 on your screen right there for Baltimore. Trying to get down this field on CEP, but just getting kind of locked up right there, Todd.
Yep, Revo. They got one body down. CEP, one body down. Mike Baker getting shot on the run out. Charlie Smith getting shot on the run out as well. But CEP in snake 3, Revo getting in there now. Coming into snake 2.
I think that's, is that O'Mara? No, that's not O'Mara. O'Mara's in the back corner.
Well, it's 4-on-4 right now. Daniel Keene doing a lot of work, along with Colin Cherry for CEP, keeping them in this match. 5 confirmed kills for them each. But Baltimore Revo is spreading it out a lot more. Frank has 4. Sense has 6. Baker 4. So Baltimore Revo getting a lot of guys contributing out there right now.
Yeah, and time ticking away over here. This is a 1-point game. Revo has the lead, so they don't really need to push into CEP. CEP's the one's got to make a move, and here comes the move on Hartman.
Shaw making the move. James Shaw, first to attack over here on the snake side, clears it out, and then James Butts, number 99, takes that 50, starts shooting at the Dorito cross field. So just 3 players left alive right now for Baltimore Revo, and only 3 players for CEP though, but much better field position for them.
Yep, so Revo now in the snake side corner. They got Sense locking off the Dorito side from that snake side can, and then Kenny Frank's over there in Dorito 1. Jumping into the snake, Stephen O'Mara now. He's going to come into snake 3. Only Kenny Frank really protecting him. CEP, they've got 2 bodies over here on the snake side still. Only 1 body over on the Dorito side. So if CEP is going to make a push, it's going to have to come as Butts crosses the 50. Butts can't get shot in there and throw his body away without at least taking O'Mara with him.
Well, that was a tight move too, man. I mean, he barely made it in there. Revo player on the D side able to try to pick him up.
Oh, didn't even know he was in there. Smoked him down like a big cigar.
Did he not know that he was in there?
He did not know he was there.
Yeah, you can see he's smashing his face right now, trying to. You're right. He definitely did not know that bunker was hot.
Oh, man, tough break right there for Butts. Worked his butts off to get in there, and then just came up empty.
Very unfortunate. I mean, he had a good little move over there too. He did a lot of work just to get there, but man, just got it put on him by O'Mara.
Sense backing up O'Mara.
And there goes Keene out of the corner.
And that's going to put Baltimore Revo up another point, Matty.
Well, Revo looks pretty good, man. They have good back players. Sense is a baller. He put up 6 already. Really helping his front guys out. Ingram's awesome. Definitely helped that was it Butts? Did just crawled right into a gun?
Yeah.
I think that was Butts. Yeah, it was. So 2 minutes, 32 seconds to go, man. It's going to be tough for Chattanooga CEP to come back and score 2. Looking at the replay here. That was the first one, the run through there.
And went a bit wide on that sideline.
And then here, so here's another look at it. Butts right behind him, filling the snake as he made that move to clear it out. So then Butts was able to crawl around, get past the 50, but then not knowing where the bodies were, and he crawls right into a barrel tip and gets decimated. Look at it from this opposite angle. Okay, I'm just going to take – no, my God, where'd that guy come from?
Where'd who go?
Maybe he didn't see me.
Yeah, and so nice work by O'Mara.
That's the worst. I don't know what's worse, getting bunkered by somebody that you don't expect, or just going to make a move and somebody's just sitting there right in front of you waiting for the gun where you just get yourself bunkered.
I think it's worse when you go to bunker somebody that's not there.
And then just get annihilated by
Get a good
everybody else staring at you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so
Just getting Mr. Build.
Yep.
yeah, so again, 2 minutes, 32 seconds to go here in our first Challengers Division matchup on the main field. Next up, VCK and Seattle Thunder. And yesterday, VCK, how did they do? Not exactly sure how they did, but yeah. But VCK has done very well so far this year for a team that just came into the Challengers. So they're only 2 events in to their Challengers Division journey, and they've made the semifinals twice. So yeah, so we're gonna see them coming up next. But after this commercial break, the conclusion of this matchup. Stick around. So welcome back here. 2014 PSP Chicago Open. Revo looking solid against Chattanooga CP. Can't quite get an attack going, man. That's the problem with CP right now. Not getting a lot of production out of some of their key guys. Velarde, 1 confirmed kill. Osvaldo, 1 confirmed kill. It's tough. I mean, if your main snake guys aren't getting it done over here, you're going to lose games. It's that simple on this layout. This is a snake-heavy battleground field over there. It's not exactly that cut and dried. The D side is starting to play a factor a lot with the top players and top teams, and then off to break shooting, of course. But that being said, Todd, really not a lot of production for CP over here on the snake side.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting in there, but, just not taking advantage of it. The first guy that gets in there, his mindset needs to be crush the first dude in front of me.
Yes.
Not, hang out, look around, post up. As soon as somebody gets in front of me, I'm crushing them. That's it.
We have a player that's kind of hurt on the back right corner of CEP. I'm not sure what exactly happened.
Looks like a shoulder. It's like he's holding his shoulder. It's Peter Velarde over there.
Yeah, Peter Velarde in that far corner by the pits. He looks like he's really in some pain over there, right? But in the meantime, there takes walk number 22 on Baltimore Revo. Actually, I'm trying to figure out who that might be as well. Baltimore Revo on your screen right now, trying to hold it down on this side of the field.
Yeah, so we'll see if Peter Velarde can return, but that's definitely not a good thing for Chattanooga. It's not a good thing anytime you see somebody get hurt, but Peter Velarde is one of their main guys, so definitely don't want to see him have any sort of permanent injury.
Osvaldo Lopez just getting broke.
Yeah, just when we thought CEP was going to be able to get 2 bodies into that snake and do some work over here, Osvaldo gets shot out of snake 3 trying to protect his teammate up in the 50 snake, but we got Hartman again in that snake. I think that might be Butts again with Hartman in front of him. So we're going to get in there. A lot of guns focused on Butts. Stephen O'Mara getting shot early, but it's still a 4-on-3 in favor of Revo, and Revo is up 2 points with just over a minute to go. Yeah, Butt's going to get up and look in the 50, and I think he just got shot in the side of the head.
Where did he get shot? He was pretty tight in there. Where did that shot come from?
I haven't seen a lot of those drop shots coming in, man. I don't know where they're coming from either.
I mean, poor Butts. It looked like he was tucked in about as tight as he could get, but just couldn't get any tighter, and the shot still dropped in on him. Maybe it was one of those guy across the field broke a ball and somehow got that miracle spinning knuckleball dip in on him.
Yeah, well, Kenny Frank's over there in the Dorito, too. He's shooting this way, along with Stacy Smith in that can. They're both just pounding the snake because CEP really not forcing the issue on the Dorito side. But, CEP.
And a major penalty on CEP, but that's too little too late to Todd and Maddie. I mean, it's going to be 6-3 now. That's going to be the game pretty much.
And they concede the point. Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, point spread. That's why.
Yeah. And to bring up speed on the VCK you were talking about, they are 2-0 right now, convincingly.
Well, dude, VCK is legit. I talked to John Jackson, Pro Edge Paintball, one of our sponsors, and he's just kind of no BS about what his team's facing and what they need to do to get better. We had a long conversation about what their team needed to do, and I was talking to him about how they need to develop another gear. They need to get a little bit more aggressive, and that all starts in practice. Todd, how fundamentally important is it to preach aggression, practice aggression in those reps that you're getting against other big teams, so you can kind of build that mental mindset in, so that when you get to the tournament, when field layouts like this present themselves, that you can start taking advantage of that side of the game.
Well, it's huge, and fortunately for them, in the offseason, they picked up Ryan Smith, former player from Houston Heat, who has some big game pro experience. And, being from Houston, Heat's from Houston, they were able to get a good practice in against Houston Heat before this event.
Oh,
so,
that's huge.
It's huge to have a team like that is very good. Obviously, we've seen how they've played out here as well, going into the semifinals in the champions bracket. To have a team like that they can scrimmage against that, will basically teach the little brother, like, hey, on this type of layout, this is what you need to have, And
well, Heat's also one of those teams that was able to effectively figure out what you needed to do on this field right away. They didn't come out. I mean, they did lose their first game, but that was a really close one. Oh, so it looks like they are going to burn off that last 12 seconds, and this game goes to Baltimore Revo. Final score 6-3, and Baltimore Revo definitely impressing me on this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And coming up next, we're going to see Houston VCK taking on Seattle Thunder. VCK is 2-0. Seattle Thunder was up on Art Chaos and ended up losing that match. So, they're looking to stay in this tournament. They're going to need a win out here. But, good game coming up next, and then we're going to have the afternoon bracket of the Champions Division. So,
I can't
stick
wait.
around.
Starting with Vicious and Russian Legion, and both those teams, man, they definitely have a chance to win that game. Legion playing good. Vicious struggled yesterday, but they feel Todd, I think you guys talked. You told me that you think you figured this field out, or at least impressed upon your players what they need to do out there.
Yeah, and we just didn't hit our shots yesterday. Everybody's still confident in the way that we play, and today's a new day. We're gonna get 2 more chances to come out here and beat some teams, so we're ready for it.
Yeah, and then after that one, the game I've been waiting for, Aftershock and Ironman, man, that is going to be a battle. Aftershock with Carl Markowski leading the charge on the snake side, and then Los Angeles Ironman out. No one played the snake better than Alex Goldman yesterday. 14 confirmed kills for him. Him and Marcelo combined between the two of them for 25 confirmed kills, as Marcelo Margot has come over to the snake side as well. And if I was the Ironman, I would let Marcelo touch another bunker set other than backing up Mouse over here on the snake side of the field.
Yeah, I actually said the same thing to him yesterday. He's like, well, what do you think we could do? I was like, you need to stay over here, bro. But God, let's just see how the field plays out. I mean, sometimes this weather does affect teams, players, equipment. There's so much stuff. So
yeah, we will see. Well, let's check in with Lauren Kelly before we take a quick break and we head into this next matchup.
All right, as you guys just saw, Revo beat CEP, winning 2 out of 3 matches this weekend. They're doing a great job bumping up to the challenger bracket. I wanted to pull Kevin Rudolph over here from Infamous to talk about how it's going over there in the challenger bracket for them. Coming into this weekend, I know you guys were bummed, but how is it over there playing against those challenger teams?
I mean, they're great players, but I think that, it's just the teamwork isn't quite there for some of these teams. But, they're good teams, good players. And, we're 3-0 on the weekend so far, and we just have Top Gun left. And we're hoping to go into Sunday 4-0 and get back into the big boy spot. So,
how does the competition compare between the champion bracket and the challenger bracket?
I don't know. It's still kind of new to me, but so far, like I said, we're 3-0 and just want to keep pounding teams.
Are you guys bummed that you bumped down for this specific field layout? Do you feel it plays strongly to your strengths?
Yeah, we're definitely having a lot of fun on this field layout. In all of our practices and even this weekend, we're able to run around and do a lot more infamous style paintball.
Well, having played most of the teams, all of the teams that are in the champion bracket, who do you think is going to be in that final match this weekend?
It's kind of tough for me to say because I've kind of been staying away from this field, but Dynasty's always good, and I don't know. Honestly, I haven't watched enough games to really give you an answer on that.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We miss you over here. We hope to see you over here again soon. Stay tuned, guys. We got another match coming up.